Hi, you guys. I'm waiting till everybody pops on. Pops on. Can't see anybody's comments. Anyway, I'm here. Here I am. I'm here. Yeah, I'm here. Okay, I don't know where anybody is. I can't see everybody. Oh, there you are from Tampa, Ottawa. Hello. Hi, you guys. There you are, everybody. Everybody. I got so many stories to tell you. You can't even begin to understand the stories I have to tell you. Wait till I tell you the stories I have to tell you. Because you won't. Scotland. That's not a story I have to tell you. California. I'm here too. No, I have so many. You just can't imagine. I'm going to tell you some crazy stories, okay? Montana, Australia, Ohio, Texas, St. Louis. Wait, holy cow, something. Popcorn, yeah. Saskatchewan. Holy Senorita, Atlanta. Okay, yeah. No, oh, good, you're Reiki. How did that go? Brisbane. Okay, Tennessee, San Francisco. Look at y'all. Y'all from everywhere, right? Calgary. Everybody's from everywhere, y'all. Mexico, UK, Ohio, South Florida, Oklahoma, North Dakota, Michigan, Virginia Beach, Tuba City, Arizona. I don't even know where that is. Tulsa, Missouri. I see I got to get out my map. Okay, so here's San Diego. Okay, so I'm going to wait till some of y'all come in. And I'm going to tell you my stories. Yeah, New York, where dreams are made of. Well, yeah, kind of. Ontario, Canada. Planet what? Planet Hell. Pembroke Pines, Illinois. All right, Dallas. I can't say any more names. I'm like, ugh. Okay, so y'all. Okay. I don't even know what I'm saying. We're coming up on... Yeah, I wear a lot of black. I'm trying not to go to, look like that. British Columbia, Niagara Falls, Brantford, Ontario. Yep, I know. Brantford in. Little FYI. I know it's probably whatever now. Okay, so we just howl at the moon. Yes. Okay, so here's what we got to do. We have the eclipse at 4:14 p.m. on May 26th, okay? Wait, what? Oh, come back there. Ted Cruz is a Zodiac killer. Come back. Greatest handle on planet Earth. Okay, so we have the full lunar eclipse, flower moon, super moon in Sagittarius, 5 degrees, which I did a video on already, on the 26th of May, 4:14 p.m. So here's what I'm going to suggest everybody do. If you all got crystals, right? If you've got crystals, all right, sweet, thank you. If you guys have crystals, anybody got their crystals, put them out in the moonlight as the moon is building up to being full, because that's like being pregnant, okay? So when the moon builds up, it's like a pregnancy. And then when it goes full, it's like pop, out comes the baby. So you want the energy leading up to the intensity of the full moon and the, what do you call it? Eclipse, okay? Total lunar eclipse. That's what you want. You want that to happen, okay? So it's total lunar eclipse. Now, what is lunar? Lunar is the moon. The moon is about releasing emotions. When you have emotions that you need to release, a full moon, and especially a lunar eclipse to take them away, is what you want to do. Someone threw a newborn kitten on the road. Oh my God. Oh God, good, you saved her. Oh, send us a picture. I want to see a picture of the baby kitten. Who the fuck does that? What's wrong with you all? Don't do that. Don't do it to babies. Don't do it to baby kittens. Oh my God. Oh my God, who just said their daughter had a stillborn? I'm so sorry. Of course she can get pregnant right away. That's a stillborn. That's a whole other issue. That's an issue of not getting the baby out in time, and that's up to the doctor to bring the kid out. That's something with the cord, and that's to bring the baby out sooner. So they're supposed to keep an eye on that. And I'm really sorry. I hate that. I hate that. I know she's so good to save the kitty. I just, like, who does that? I love you too. Mwah. Okay, so full moon, lunar eclipse. Moon is emotions. Full moons are for releasing, getting rid of, and removing that which is no longer needed. So if you have things that you can't forgive, can't forget, don't want around you anymore, this is the time to let it go during the full moon, because the energy will swell and expand. There's Andrew. Oh yeah, that's what the wait there. Andrew's baby was stillborn a long time ago. Yeah, no, but it's up to the doctors to tell the parents. That happens a lot because the doctors have to be like, oh, we're gonna let it wait a week. Why? Get the baby out. Like, no, 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 no. Get the baby out. Get them babies out. But that happens. Or they get around their cord, happy birthday. Or they do that. Something about conjunction, my son, I can't even. Anyway, we need to release that which we can't let go of, that which we can't, focus on correctly. Whatever it is, we need to let go of that. We need to remove it from our space. And so getting rid of USA, moving to Mexico, not a bad idea as the Pluto return comes up, because it's the United States Pluto return. Andrew knows about that. And after the Pluto return, we have the Uranus return. So USA is not a good place to be, but whatever. Yeah, what part of Mexico? Let us all know. Release whatever it is. Write it down. Set fire to it. Unless, of course, you're out in a forest, then set fire in your kitchen sink to the paper with the words on it. I found this really wonderful, I don't know what to call it, way of getting information. So I'm going to hide. Well, I don't think we can hide. I can't get back into my home country and I don't want to hide, but people are really ignoring stuff. Here's what we do. Let's say you have a situation in your life that you don't know the answer to. Like, where should I go? What should I study? What, blah, 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 right? Get a white onion, a white onion, an onion. Peel its skin off, but leave the onion. Take a pen or a knife and carve into it what you want to find out. So if you don't know what job you should do, put on the onion, show me the path I should take. If you have a situation like you need to find out something from a legal perspective, this is what you write on it. In case of this, I need this to come into fruition so that I can see what it is. However you word it, then take your onion with its carving and take it outside and put it in somewhere in nature, in the bush, in a forest. Don't leave it on the sidewalk, but put the onion out there so that all of the layers, as they rot outside, the information comes to the top. So that's why you carve it in. So let's say you want to know, should I stay married? Or should I, call the police? Hi, Ashley. Should I do this? Should I do that? What, eggs and lemons too? Yes, but carving not on an egg, unless it's a boiled egg. But I don't know about the egg. The onion, because as the layers remove, with a knife, you carve it with a knife. It's an onion. So write with a knife or tweezers or whatever. Do that. And so you put it out in nature, so on your park, in the hike, wherever. No one's going to pick this onion up. Like, it's not like, but with an onion, exactly. So put it out there, but not magicking. You're not asking. You're asking for the correct information to come forward. Not necessarily like, yes, I should, no, I shouldn't. No, like I'm going to do it for Keithy's case. I want the information revealed to me. That's what I want. So as the onions peel, information should come to the top. That's what I want to have happen. So that's my intention with the onion. So you want to kind of do, hi, you guys. You kind of want to do it that way. And during the full moon, you can. Crystals out the day before or the morning of the full moon. So you can actually put your crystals out in your backyard, in the dirt, on your windowsill if you live in an apartment, by your pool. Don't drop them in the pool, wherever. Put them out there to absorb the moon's energy in the eclipse as it goes full and illuminates, okay? Do that so that it happens. Okay, I don't understand that, but yes, whatever it is. Should the onions, it doesn't matter. Any day, yeah, do it on Tuesday and throw it out in the woods, because we're 3 days before the full moon, which we are in that process right now, and 3 days after are when the full moon takes effect. So you'll see people in your family either respond 3 days before or 3 days after. Or y'all. I love saying y'all. It's just so not Canadian that I love it. All right. Then with an eclipse, there's it depends. There's different schools of thought, but if the eclipse by degree is hitting planets in your chart, then I'm already tweaking. If the eclipse is in degree on your chart, then you can have the effects of the eclipse for 6 months. If it's on any of your personal planets and it's your birthday, the whole year is an eclipse year. And that's a lot of rocking, rolling, shaking, all of that stuff. So there's a lot of that. Should I get a nose job? I don't think so. I haven't seen your nose and I can't comment on that. Ask your onion that. And then look at yourself and check with your doctors 25 times before you decide if you should get a nose job. Because nose job is all about artistic and, you know, not everybody can do a nose job. It has to fit your face or you end up kind of like Michael Jackson or, you know, those people that have those really pinched noses like that. You don't want to do that because you don't know. We all think our noses don't look right. And, you know, I don't know what to say. Oh my gosh. Okay. So I can't help anybody with anything because I'm really fucked up. So the degree is 5 degrees, Andrew. It's in Sag. 5 degrees. 5 degrees and something and something. Yeah, whatever. Yeah, no, don't do a bunch of nose jobs. Yeah. I thought when I was younger, I wanted cancers usually have cute noses. I thought I wanted a nose job when I was younger. John stopped me because I have a really angular face, but people, you know, they're always, I don't know, they always stare at your nose. So you're going to have a complex. And then it depends what's popular. But go back and look at Lee Majors. Everybody know who he is? The $6 million man. Fucking handsome as hell. He got a nose job early on. Go look at that nose. Go look at that nose now. Not that it matters. He's 80 something. He's not going to have it much longer. But that nose was just not right. Like whatever they did may have looked good when he was younger. But on his face, the nose is teeny tiny and he's a man. No. And I like Roman noses. Mickey Rourke. But Mickey Rourke had all his stuff done. Small noses are great if it's your natural nose. Whatever's natural to your body probably looks good. People, Botox all over your face, shit all in your lips, and nose jobs takes away your, I don't know what a French nose is. It takes away your personality. We have expressions like this. Yeah, Mickey Rourke got his face beat up, right? I think. Yeah, if you have a small nose, but no, I think he got punched out boxing. That's what I'm saying. I think Mickey Rourke Lee Majors was totally no nose job no, you have a cute nose. No. I think Blow. Yeah, I think Mickey Rourke actually was a boxer. So I feel like he got his, you know, you get boxers, they get weird ears and they break their cheekbones and their noses and, you know, you're getting punched in the face, right? So if you get punched in the face, then you're kind of going to look really weird. Boxing. Yeah, I think that's why he had the plastic surgery. I might be wrong. And I don't think they fixed it. But you can't fix God's work. You can fix things, right? You can, well, recharging the crystals is cleansing them. I like my imperfections now. That's why I pierced my nose so I could draw attention away from this side to this side. So I'm like, I'll stick it here. And I love my nose is so fabulous with my piercings that I never worry about it anymore. If you want to cleanse your crystals before, what I did is I put a big jug outside with water in it, right? And I put it outside to absorb the moon's energy during the full moon and the eclipse. So that when I clean my crystals, it'll be with that water, right? Right. So that's what I did. And then you can also like bless the water, put rosemary in the water, salt in the water, whatever you want to put, moon water. Put whatever in the water to use to cleanse. And Keith had a jug in his room when I snuck into the house last week. Keithy had a jug up in his closet because he's always doing his health stuff. So I took the jug. Yeah, I did. Because nobody was using it. I didn't even see that. So anyway, that's what you do. So put a big thing, a bowl, a spaghetti bowl. I don't care what kind of bowl it is. Fill it up with water. Have it. I've got mine out there. It went out, what is today? Monday. It might have went out there last week, like Saturday maybe. Deanna and I put ours out at the same time. So I put the jug, I think it was Saturday. So I sage your house on the eclipse, throw salt around, fix your crystals up, clean out the garbage in your house, you know, do that stuff, because it's about removing it. So whatever your intention is about removing and you're not happy about it, then remove it. Okay, remove it. Now, what was I going to say? Oh my God. So with the water, put it out there. Antidepressants, I think you have to I am really live. You have to wean yourself off with the doctor. Yep, my nails are super cute. They're kind of getting a bit creepy because I've been in the garden, but you can remove your husband, put it on the onion and see what happens. Yeah, let's see. Mickey Rourke loves Dob. I love make massive respect for him. Okay, good. Then that's good. But I'm just saying his face, I think it was because he got beat up in fights, and I think they broke his bone structure. And I don't think they can put it back. You know what it reminds me of? A lot of these actors that get plastic surgery, because Mickey Rourke was very handsome. I mean, very, very handsome. I don't know how tall he is, and he's a Virgo, but I don't know about the rest. But he was super in 9.5 weeks. Super, super duper good looking. And then he was a boxer because he liked to fucking fight, right? So, but when they put their faces back together, it reminds me of that Star Trek episode. Yeah, I'm going to say this. That Star Trek episode where the spaceship crashes, right? And it crashes and the people on the spaceship get all mangled. So then the aliens don't know what a human is. So they put them back together, and then they kind of blot out their brains so they think they're cute. But when they're like when you can see, so they remove the Neptune, the veil off their eyes, they're all like this. They're all like that. That's how I feel the plastic surgery works on some people. It does not look right. It doesn't. Yes, I went. Okay, now I've got stories for you. So here's a lot of stories. This shit actually happened. Okay, so on Friday, me and Deanna went to her husband's ex-husband, Faye's dad. I'm going to mention Faye. I'm going to mention Faye, and I'm going to mention the grandbabies. Okay, so they're so cute. I'm not going to say all their names here, but the grandbabies are darling cute. So Deanna and I drove to Dana Point because they were taking Deanna's ex-husband and Faye's dad and Jesse's grandpa and the two babies' grandpa ashes out to dump in the ocean, to spread in the ocean, right? So you need to get a permit for that, and then you have the ashes, you bring in roses, you know, and you say goodbye to your loved one. And so it was on like a 1926 schooner boat, right? Okay, so we all get on. You do all know, don't be rude on my thing. Get off my thing. Anyway, we went there, and thank you so much, you guys. So we went there, burial at sea, right? So we're on the boat, and first off, it's windy. And this is me. I'm like, I've had altitude sickness. I'm not going to take any medicine. My friend told me to get even get elastic bands on this pressure point right here that sticks out. That pressure point apparently has something to do with it. So if you put tight elastic bands around your wrist, it can work. So we're out in the ocean, and this boat is just really going up and down. I mean, as far as I'm concerned, the crew does okay, but they're on the boat. Oh yeah, I got seasickness. Blah. Like that. Like that, right? Totally. Anyway, we were there. Lance went into the ocean, I mean, his ashes, and then we put some of Keithy's ashes, and the two little rascals, 3 and 4 years old, they were on the boat. The boat was kind of like this. So they were holding on with their little life jackets. Imagine if they fell off, though, their little bodies. Like, how do we even get in? I mean, I'd be jumping in to get one, and I'd probably drown. But anyway, we were, there you go. Oh my God, a Navy vet. I don't even know. Maya's in the Navy, and I don't even know. I got so seasick. I was like, They gave me some ginger and sea bands. Yeah, that's the same with the elastic band, but I didn't get to get them. I didn't know until Brian told me you can put them right here. Right here. Oh, I didn't have time to make tea, but thank you. It was going back and forth. And when Lance was being lowered down, I was like, I can't even think what to say because I'm just trying not to throw up. So we did that. We got back to land. We said goodbye to Lance and we wished him off. But, I forgot to even tell you a better part. Before that happened, the day before, okay, so yeah, the acupuncture part. Before that, what we did is we cleared 2 young men's houses. And these two young men living in different residences in different cities, we cleaned their houses. And in both houses, little spirits were seen walking through the wall and little black shadow running down the stairs and out the front door. Deanna and I did this together. We literally did this together, okay? Maya's young. Many young vets around anymore. But yeah, I don't know if you mean vets like dogs or vets like in the military, because Maya's in the military. Okay, so we cleared two different houses with two different energies, and we basically came in like overnight with our doctor's bags, and we cleaned, and Deanna did her thing. She's stronger at that. I did my thing, which isn't the same, but and we did it in both, and both places reported the removal of certain things, certain energies, certain little black shadow things that went running out, right? So we did that, and then we had Lance's funeral. That was on Friday. So lower level demons, but see, they attach through the drugs and the alcohol around people, or as is the case of the second building, actually, it can be the case in anybody's home. Sometimes you can actually, the building, like who lived in the building before you, and is the building itself in an area that holds itself to negativity. So exactly. So we cleaned these two places. It was totally funny. I was like, one of them I had to run in undercover, and we're like, we've got 15 minutes, and then we're running around doing it. But we cleansed everything that we could. No, it wasn't the Cecil Hotel. I don't want to go there. I don't need that. Deanna woke up on Friday on the way to her ex's sea burial with claw marks on her, scratches. I didn't wake up with scratches. She had scratches, and she does not have a cat, but she had, I don't know if they're all negative. It can just be in spirit form. You're seeing the energy. I don't think because it's black that it's, Sloan, if you feel sick, hum, it works. Okay, I got you. Thank you. I'm never going back on a boat again, just so we know. Yeah, no, we felt like one of the spirits scratched her up for real. Okay, so that, no, she did. Because we left that night, and then I had to be at her house at 10 the next morning so we could drive to Dana Point, which was like a 2-hour drive. So we both, and then I'm wearing like a shirt so you can see I'm not scratched. She's wearing a cute little top, and you can see she's scratched. And it's nobody in her house. It's nothing like that. No, because we went home, went to sleep, and then woke up. So because we had to get going, right? So Chatham, Ontario. Oh my God, there you go. I know it well. So the little spirit, no, and she woke up with the scratches. It's trying to do that. My little spirit in the house, one of the homeowners said a couple hours after, I saw a little black shadow come down the stairs and go out the front door. I was like, good, because we cleansed it out of the top of the house, for real. That's what we did. Then, okay, that's on Friday. So Saturday, okay, just listen to me. So Saturday, all right, we see, I gotta tell you, this is before the eclipse. On Saturday, both Deanna and I see UFOs. Yeah, you heard it here. Don't be calling me crazy. We literally saw them going through the sky. Lila saw them, but she was told that they were satellites. They were not satellites, what we saw. And they were flying in the same way, like coming from like the Hollywood way, kind of Hollywood, not Hollywood way, Hollywood, going kind of sideways, almost like west-north and kind of sideways. So west and north. So it came through Hollywood, kind of like through North Hollywood. That's what it looked like coming through the valley. We saw, yeah, I know they're talking about it, but we really saw it. Like 7 of them. Okay, so if you have, I don't even have like, okay, so if you have a piece of paper, right? So let me find the, okay, whatever. This is a piece of paper, right? The sky. I mean, obviously it's a piece of paper. This is the sky, and there's no clouds, and you're looking up at it, right? And suddenly, out of the piece of paper, which you're looking, I mean, the clouds, not the clouds, the sky you're looking at, out comes one ship, but see, it's hidden like this. So we don't see it, and then suddenly, this comes out, followed by another one, followed by another one, followed by like 7 of them. Exactly. And then they just went behind another cloud. Now, Deanna saw the one go up and down and this, like a diamond, okay? Oh my God, portal somehow. I could just see them moving very quickly, and it was dimensional. That's how I feel. But it's like the veil's so thin. So like if you look at my hand, you can't see what's between it. But it's like the ship just went out like this, and it went poof, and then another one, and then another one, and then another one. 7 of them, no fucking joke. And there's 5 of us that saw it. Okay, so and we're all in different areas. I got texts from people. We're all in different areas. So totally we saw them. The UFOs are out here. Yes, I know people say they could be government whatever, unknown, unidentified flying objects. That's true. But I didn't get that impression. And Deanna picked up the information that they were here to assist us. That's her information she got. So, meaning, we saw them. No, not drones. They're not drones. That's not drones. They didn't just, drones you'd be able to see all across the sky. That's not what it was. That's not what it was. It literally, the sky, like, okay, I don't even know what to show you with here. If this is the sky at night and you see this color, there's nothing flying here, suddenly out of it comes one, and then out, you can't see the cutoff here. There's no cloud. There's no people. Let's see. There are evil aliens. That was the impression I got, that we have evil aliens around us. But everybody in the valley was seeing it, from Hollywood to North Hollywood and over Lakeview Terrace and probably other places. Sherman Oaks, Ventura, all of that. No, they weren't. I'm telling you, we can say they're satellites all you want, but where the fuck did they come from? I'm looking at the sky outside, like looking, and suddenly it comes out, but you can't see the end of it. It's like it's being birthed through the veil, birthed, okay? So it's like when you give birth and you don't see the whole baby's body, you just see the head and then more comes out. It's like that, like they were being birthed. And then they flew off over here and then they went back behind something. I don't think they were orange ball shape. I didn't see orange. I didn't see orange. I kind of looked like white to me, or silver white, but yeah, I have no idea what they were, but hi Bobby, but then truly all of us thought they were UFOs, except for Rascal Pants family, where she was visiting, said that they were satellites, but they were not satellites because they moved up and down in front of Deanna's. No, those aren't satellites, unless the satellites are just fucking with people for no reason. Like they're like, here, let's make this one go up. They were not drones. They were way the hell high up. And it was other dimensional. So that was kind of, that was like, oh my God, what the heck, right? Yes, YouTube page. He captures them every damn day. Oh my God, really? I will have to go there. I didn't have my phone on me. I put it down. That never happens. Even John's like, what do you mean you didn't have your phone? I'm like, we put our phones down. Yeah. So, but it's happening. The eclipse is here. It could be a distraction, but I saw aliens as a kid. So I know I'm crazy. I'm high. I'm this. I'm stupid. Blah, 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 blah. But I did. I saw them as a kid every night from age 4 to 10. So I knew that, I know they exist, and it's dimensional. It's always been dimensional. But if I want to go out 2 shades to fucking crazy, when I hiked in Burbank, probably 8 years ago, I was coming down the backside and a cloud opened up and literally a black saucer came out of the cloud. And I saw the people that used to talk to me when I was younger, and I called, okay, here, I'm going to put myself on a limb. I called them earwig men because they looked like earwigs, okay? Meaning they look like 6 foot tall bugs, but standing up. So their body went, you've seen earwigs with the pinchers. They had bug eyes. This is what I saw. Not little grays, over 6 feet tall. And they dressed like nomadic Bedouins, okay? Traveling the desert. So they were cloaked up and robed up, and they were tall. I saw them behind me when I was running the trail. Seriously. Exactly. Insectoid race. Yeah, those are who came every night to my house around my bed. And I was told they were raising my energy when I was a kid. Maybe they were trying to kill me. Maybe I am one of them. My eyes bugging out yet? Maybe I'm one of them. But anyway, yeah, family lines and lineages. No, it's true. I mean, my parents took me to the mental hospital, okay? You know, if you say you're psychic, if you say you hear voices, if you say you've seen a UFO, Yeah, it scared me when I was a kid. I used to run through my bathroom and fly to my bed. So, because I thought they hid under the bed. I couldn't figure out where the hell these things came from. I literally jumped, hit the bed, hit the back of the wall, got screamed at, stop jumping on the bed. But I was trying to like not let them grab my feet. And I wake up every night and they were around, there were like 12 of them around my bed. My entire childhood from age 4 to age 10. Yeah. And so I believe I can fly. You can. So I remember that. And then one time I was taking Jason, Keith, Matt, and John, and Emily into Hollywood. And we were looking over, we were going up Barham, and there's a big cross on the left if you're driving into Hollywood. And everybody saw a spaceship out of the car window. Every single kid did, and I did. That's 5 kids, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 5 kids and me. And that's what I saw. So there. Yeah, I saw them. And that's it. The old run and jump. Classic move. I know. Well, I was like, they're not going to drive. I thought they were under my bed. I really had no concept of like where they came from. But they stepped through a portal. That's where they came from. I had no idea where they came from, honestly. So it happened. But it was a huge fight because I would go and I would get my dad and I'd wake him up every fucking night. And I'd be like, the earwig men are back. That's what I called them because I knew what earwigs were in the barn, the bugs under the horses' blankets and shit, right? So my dad thought we were looking for earwig bugs, like spiders, but little bugs. And he went bananas. Then he got mad at me. Then he yelled at me. And so if I brought up earwigs or bugs, this would trigger him. And he would come to kick my ass. Stop saying that. But really, that's really what happened. That's what happened. Okay, yeah. So he was like, yeah, oh, of course he hit me. He wanted me to shut up because I was always telling him stuff like that and stuff that there was a God. Yes, of course. I got spanked, hit, and slapped, yelled at, called crazy. Abso-fucking-lutely. I'm still getting called crazy. And people look at you and they go like this. I'm like, like that. Like they think this horror. I had a conversation with somebody tonight. They're like, if there's really UFOs, why don't they communicate? I said, well, have you ever tried to talk to an ant? And they looked at me and I'm like, well, an ant doesn't know you're fucking talking to it. Maybe we're dumb as bricks on this planet and they're trying to talk to us. And we're like, huh? There's no UFOs, you know, whatever, right? Maybe we're the ants. Maybe we're the ants. I mean, accept it. Accept it, we're the ants. But no, I can see my dad drank a lot, so he couldn't handle this. He thought I was crazy, for real. Really thought I was fucking crazy, all right? So, but they all think you're crazy. When you work as a psychic and you have your kids, parents at your kids' school will call you crazy, mock you, make fun of you. Aunts and uncles, no, I mean like ants, like little ants, you know? Go outside after a rainstorm and talk to the ants. They're going to be like, okay, something's going on here, but I don't understand what that big alien with the blonde hair is saying. And why does she keep drinking her coffee like that? That's what they're going to say. So anyway, that's what happened. But I literally had the conversation. Ants accepted. I know, it was little baby jelly beans. But that's what happened. So I've always been connected to the fact that there are aliens and believe it. And I don't think human beings know anything. But then here's the best part of my weekend. Okay, so last night I go to bed, right? Oh, your dad turned 70. Happy birthday. Last night to your dad, I went to bed and in my head, now I'm just going to tell you a little story. Every time I went hiking on my own, I never took any kind of weapons. But when I started doing Palm Springs, I would take an X-Acto knife. You know an X-Acto knife that you cut? And people would say, why don't you get a gun? Why don't you have bear spray? Why don't you blah, blah, blah? I'm like, well, apparently an X-Acto knife took down 3 jetliners during 911. And so if you can take down airliners during 911 with an X-Acto knife, then that's all I need, right? Just think. So I have a red X-Acto knife that I take with me that will do nothing if somebody comes up. Wait, I will never look at earwigs again. No, those are baby earwigs. Anyway, so last night I go to sleep and I go, just as I'm about to go to sleep, I go, you're either going to see a cougar or a bear. You better take your X-Acto knife. So I wake up this morning. I'm not attacking the gays. I'm climbing underneath the tram. We've seen cougars up there. No, I'm no, I'm climbing cactus to clouds. That's not funny, but it is. But it isn't, because you never know who lives in that desert. There's a lot of fucking crazy people on that path, and a lot of shit. Like in the middle of the night, it's pitch black. Anyway, they'll come and get you. Anyhow, I've hiked it myself all the way through the desert in the pitch black on Thanksgiving a few years back. Not one person on the trail but me. That's right. So 6 hours, 5.5 hours to the tram in the complete dark by myself, playing my heavy metal music. That's right. Okay, so I woke up this morning and I'm, it's 5 o'clock in the morning and I'm like, okay, you got to get over to the mountain. You're going to do another 8 miles. John is going to pick me up at the top. So I text him, pick me up at 9:30 because I got to go to work, right? So I'm like, yeah, I hike all the time at night. It's 120 in the desert. You can't hike during the day. You cannot hike during the day. It's fucking hot out. Anyway, it does get up to 120, right? So I say, I get to the mountain. I'm like, pick me up at 9:30. So he's got to go a whole different way. I'm coming up from a different side. So on my way there, I'm thinking to myself, you need to have your X-Acto knife. You guys are going to love this. You need to have your X-Acto knife so that you can stab either the bear or the mountain lion. And then I'm like, oh, don't be stupid, Sloan, because if it gets that close to you, you're going to fucking die anyway because it's right there. So an hour and about 10 minutes into my run, and I'm ahead of my time. And I'm all by myself on the trail because it's not the weekend and all of the trails are crowded on the weekends, and I fucking hate it. I got to crawl by everybody. I just carry water and my phone. That's it. I carry my water and my phone, and because I don't care. I can do 8 miles. I don't need anything but 1 bottle of water. I don't need any food. I don't need to nap on the trail. Stop, blah, blah, blah. No, I'm trying to build my stamina. So this is straight uphill run. Like it's just uphill. You're starting down here and you're going into the thing. So I'm all by myself and I'm enjoying myself. And I'm like, la, 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 la. And I get to the part where people take a rest halfway, right? From the bottom, halfway, and then to the top. And guess who is taking a rest? Oh my God, guess. Okay. So he's like over 300 pounds and he's all cinnamon colored and he's a bear. So I come under this tree because you got to go under the tree, right? I come under the tree and I'm like, he's a bear. He's a big bear, a ginger bear, but he's a cinnamon bear. He's so lovely and so textured. And Ron Jeremy, no, not Ron Jeremy. That would fucking frighten me. I'd be like, get the fuck away from me. So I'm looking at him and I'm playing Aussie, right? I'm playing Aussie because my theory is if you play heavy metal on the trail, the fucking animals don't like it, right? So I'm playing Crazy Train. This is where I go because then from that part of the trail, you go straight up. Like it's this really steep climb, right? So like you're kind of at an angle and it's torture. So I get into my music and I'm like, go bitch, go. And anyway, I'm running and then I look down at my phone and I look up and I can see his back. So I'm trying to take his picture. The music is still going and I'm going to show you his picture. I'm